what you need is in your soul. And you can do this, babe, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Oh, yes, I will. Oh, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh babe, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, or be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Baby, be a simple man. Oh, be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple. I drink alone, yeah, with nobody else. I drink alone, yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Now every morning just before breakfast, I don't want no coffee or tea. Just me and my good buddy Wiser, that's all I ever need, 'cause I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Yeah, the other night I lay sleeping and I woke from a terrible dream. So I called up my pal Jack Daniels and his partner Jimmy stayed home instead. Just me and my pal Johnny Walker and his brothers Blackie and Red, and we drank alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Makes me feel oh so bad. The only one who'll hang out with me is my dear old granddad, and we drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. I drink alone.
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. Light a fire they can't put out, carve your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores, don't forsake this life of yours. I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid I heard him say, when you get older your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
ground. I tell him I won't be around. I move on over to your town and hide. And you be the captain, and I'll be no one. And you can carry me away if you want to. And you can lay low, just like your father. And if I tread upon your feet, you just say so. 'Cause you're the captain, I am no one. I tend to feel as though I owe one to you. To you. Well, I have handed all my efforts in, searched here for my second wind. Is there somewhere here to let me in? I asked. So I slammed the doors, they slammed at me. I found the place I'm meant to be. I figured out my destiny at last. And you be the captain, and I'll be no one. And you can carry me away if you want to. And you can lay low, just like your father. And if I tread upon your feet, you just say so. 'Cause you're the captain, I am no one. I tend to feel as though I owe one to you. To you. Did I forget to thank you for the ride? I hadn't tried. I tend to run away and hide. And you be the captain, and I'll be no one. And you can carry me away if you want to. And you can lay low, just like your father. And if I tread upon your feet, you just say so. 'Cause you're the captain, I am no one. I tend to feel as though I owe one to you. 'Cause you're the captain, I am no one. I tend to feel as though I owe one to you. 'Cause you're the captain, and I am no one. And I owe one to you.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. And if I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. Sun-soaking bulges in the shade. peaches. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I took a little nap with a roots all twist, squished a rotten peach in my fist, and dreamed about you, woman. I poke my finger down inside, make a little room for an ant to hide. Nature's candy in my hand, or can or pie.
And discipline remains mercifully.
Yes, and neither would you, Derek, this star nonsense.
Yes.
No, it is it.
I'm sure of it.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze?
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the
Would you please
gates of
stand, ladies
hell,
and gentlemen?
but I won't back down. Gonna stand my ground, won't be turned around. And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one life in a world that keeps on pushing me around, but I stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Those special memories of him will always bring a smile. If only we could have him back for just a little while. Then we could sit and talk again, just like we used to do. He's always meant so very much, and always will do too. The fact that he's no longer here will always cause us pain, but he's forever in our hearts until we meet again. Ladies and gentlemen, we come together today to celebrate the life of Thomas James Courto, a much-loved son, adored brother, uncle, nephew, cousin, and a great mate to so many of you. On behalf of his family, I welcome you and thank you for being with them here today. I also welcome those watching online as they have been unable to join us. Brett and Kylie, thank you from the bottom of their hearts for the love and support you have given them since the tragedy of October the 18th, 2021. Deepest thanks are extended to search and rescue teams, divers, the many people who put their boats on the water, and the countless community members who have continually searched the coastline. They have gained strength from everything you have done and continue to do. You have given them the strength, patience, and hope to continue the search for Thomas and to bring him home. Thomas was a courageous, fun-loving young man who fitted more into his 27 years than many people fit into a lifetime. Loyal and protective, he was definitely the mate you would want beside you in the trenches. Adventurous, loving the great outdoors, camping, fishing, being in the bush. Thomas worked hard and partied hard. He loved people, and people loved him. This celebration of Thomas's life serves many purposes. It enables us to recall a beautiful life and reverently farewell him. It recognises the value of his life and confirms that life, one which was well lived, has ended. It also helps those remaining to face the reality of his passing. As we celebrate his life, you can take satisfaction that he has been and still is a part of your life. His influence endures in the unending consequences flowing from his character and his deeds. At the conclusion of this celebration, the family warmly invite you to join them at the Top Pub, the Bushranger, in Wynyard, to share your stories and to raise a glass to Thomas. The hurt is almost unbearable, yet we will live through it. It is because we feel such deep pain. It is because the inner ache is so great that we realise how much we loved him. And yet, the agony inside gives us strange comfort. It tells us how much we will miss him. And we really wouldn't want it any other way. Because the grief and the heartache we feel bears witness to the depth of our love. We know that thoughts of him will forever bring us comfort. I have the great honour to present Thomas's eulogy on behalf of his family. On the 21st of August 1994, our beautiful son Thomas James Courto blessed our world. He was born with adventure in his blood, being very inquisitive, full of beans, loving, funny and fearless, qualities that remained with him throughout his life. Growing up, he shared a loving bond, mixed with a tad of sibling rivalry at times, with his big sister Jessie and the younger sisters Lily and Matilda, having many adventures and running amok. And a little later on, Thomas welcomed his baby sister Tori to this world. He loved his sisters, having unique relationships with them all. He was their protector and always will be. From a young age, Thomas loved his sports and started out BMX racing with his big sister Jess. He then went on to playing football, participating in Auskick and mini leagues, and it was obvious he had a natural talent and love for the game, which he continued with through his primary and high school years, and then went on to play in the reserves and seniors for the Wynyard Cats and played well. He was great to watch on the field and played hard. After having a break from the game for a few years, he decided to go back for a crack and joined the Courto Football Club, which he thoroughly enjoyed being part of, both on the field and off the field, making many great mates in the process. Thomas had many interests and gained a lot of experience from living on the farm with his dad, such as mastering his motorbike riding skills, fishing, catching wallabies, looking after the farm animals, camping, having countless barbecues and running amok with his mates, sisters, and especially his best mate, his dad. Thomas also loved cooking from a young age, starting out with batches of biscuits with mum, to later on mastering the best rump steak you'd ever eat and a lamb roast your grandma would be proud of. Growing up, Thomas has made and kept some of the best friendships a young man could ever hope for. And if you are his mate, you know his love, respect, and loyalty is forever, and spending time with you meant the world to him. Whether it was playing footy, building cubbies, playing cricket, golf, riding your push bikes too fast down the hay paddocks, darts, drinking beer, basketball, camping. Did I say drinking beer? Motorbike riding, breaking tables while doing back flips onto a mattress, badly I might add, partying or just chilling. He lived for those times with you. Thomas was a good-looking lad, not that he did admit it much, and as his teenage years progressed, he started gaining a lot of female attention. He was always the charmer, but only a few captured his heart, leaving lasting friendships and memories, which led him to his last love, CJ, whom he loved dearly and whose family also welcomed him with mutual love and respect into their lives. Thomas gained many skills throughout his working life. He would have a go at anything. He started off splitting sticks for Perth in high school and then went on to various jobs such as working in the Smithton and Longford abattoirs, various labouring jobs, landscaping, fencing, roadworks, doing mine shutdowns, shift work at Lion, and working on various fishing boats, which he loved. He also loved to travel and left Tassie a few times for job opportunities, making some great memories in the process. He was about to embark on his next big adventure, having gained employment in Western Australia, working for a mining company. Thomas was pretty excited about this opportunity, hoping to work hard and save, have a little bit of fun too, and set himself up in the hope of being able to come back home and buy his own little piece of paradise to call his own. And no doubt the Western Australian crew would have loved him. Thomas had so many qualities to love, admire, and be proud of. He was incredibly resilient, smart, honest, and courageous. He was a free spirit and embraced life his own way. He made many friends without judgment, but with much appreciation. He was fun, loyal, passionate, and determined always to do his best. I will persist until I succeed. His sense of humour was quite unique, and you either got it or you didn't. But either way, his own reaction to his humour was always amusing. He lived life fearlessly and had the scars to show for it. He also loved belting out a tune or two, and when he was younger, considered himself the king of SingStar, competing against his sisters. They loved it, even the arguing. Thomas was a deep thinker and kind of goofy at times. He was lovable, stubborn, feisty, and kind. He could be proud, but also humble, loved a good dare, and was quite competitive. Our boy wasn't perfect, but nor did he pretend to be. He was as real as he could be. Thomas loved his family and loved spending time with his nephews, Noah, Rory, and Emmett. They brought a smile to his face like no other. Uncle Tom's smile was incredibly beautiful, and his little mate Noah misses him so much. We are so proud and blessed to have a son, brother, and uncle such as Thomas. He is loved and missed so much by us all, and we will be forever grateful and cherish the time we shared, even if it was not long enough. There is a big piece of our hearts that only belongs to you, mate. Loving you always and forever. We also look forward to hearing stories from anyone who would like to share, as we know there is always an entertaining story to be told when Courto's involved. We now have the privilege to look at a set of photographs of aspects of Thomas's life that have been collected from the family albums. The chosen song to support this first set of photos is These Days by Powderfinger.
Coming round again, a slowly creeping hand of time in its command. Soon enough it comes and settles in its place. Its shadow in my face puts pressure in my day. This life, well, it's slipping right through my hand. These days turned out nothing like I had planned. It's coming round again, slowly creeping in, time in its demand. It settles in its place, the shadow in my face, there's pressure in my day. Soon enough it comes, here it is again, it's slowly creeping in, time in its command. Soon enough it comes, settles in its place, it's pressure in my day, undignified man. This life, well, it's slipping right through my hand. These days turned out nothing like I had planned. Control, well, it's slipping right through my hand.
Such beautiful memories. There are several tributes to share this afternoon. And the first one is from his mum, Kylie. I miss your face and all the emotions that shone through it. I miss your strength and the courage it took to gain it. I miss your resilience and how it inspired. I miss your stubbornness and the growth that followed. I miss your youth and am proud of your maturity. I miss your love and understand your vulnerability. I miss your hopes and dreams and am in awe of your passion. I miss your individuality and your conviction to keep it. Thomas, I miss your existence and all that came with it. I love you, my son, always, Mum. From Thomas's eldest sister, Jessie. I've tried and failed many times to put into words what to say here today, so this will be brief. But in the time, I hope I can share many of our stories, as I hope you'll all continue to do so too. My biggest fear has always been to lose a sibling. Now, tragically here, how do I speak of you as just a memory? And how am I supposed to choose which of these memories to share when each and every one of them are just as precious? How do you not exist here anymore with us? It'll never be okay. My little brother Tom, my childhood best friend. You became fearless from a young age and grew up to be the strongest and most resilient man I know. No matter what happened or what situation, you'd pick yourself up and go on again. I couldn't be more proud of you. I'd give anything in the world to hear that bone click of you walking, your nostril laugh, or have you tell me the tide's a bit low in your coffee. I'll miss everything about you and everything that should have been to come, every single minute of every single day for the rest of my life. If there is an afterlife, I hope your time now is nothing but that glow. I look forward to joining you and hearing more of your entertaining and most likely shocking stories. Until then, I hope I can live for what you can't, no matter how hard. I love you endlessly, Thomas. You're forever my big little bro, and I'll be forever heartbroken without you. Love, Jessie. From his little sister, Lily. Firstly, to my special Uncle Tom, I'm going to miss our sleepovers, playing the Xbox together and going to get Macca's. But most of all, I miss you and love you lots. Love from your nephew, Noah. I often wonder if Noah will remember all the memories he made with you as he gets older. But then I laugh and think, are you kidding? Of course he will. How could he forget his Uncle Tom? In his short amount of years, I've never seen him look up to someone more than he looked up to you. He knew his Uncle Tom was his protector. No matter what, you would look out for him. And of course, I'm sure he couldn't wait to crack a green can with you one day. I'm so glad I got to give you your first nephew and watch the bond you were growing together. He misses you immensely. I can see it, although he doesn't fully understand that you're gone and what it means now. His heart is broken, and that breaks mine even more. Thank you for giving him a glimpse of what it's like to have an uncle like you. How I wish my little Emmett could experience the same. Far out, I wish he got the chance to know you and you him. I can see it now. He would just crack you up. And I know he would just adore you the same way Noah does. He will forever be told stories of his Uncle Tom, and hopefully he will feel like he knew you just a little. And my little princess on the way, your first niece. Knowing what mine and your relationship is like, I can just imagine what you and her could have been like. And oh dear, my kids will always hold an unforgettable memory of their Uncle Tom. I will make sure of it. I miss you, I love you, and I will never, not even for a second, forget about you. You are on my mind every single day and will be for the rest of my life. My big brother, my protector, my angel. See you soon. P.S. I'm still a better cook than you. From your little sister, Lily. From his partner, CJ. My amazing man, Thomas. From the moment I met you now near 5 years ago, I knew you were a special soul. It didn't take us long, and we were madly in love and living together. Our life dreams entwined and future plans made. The last 319 days have been indescribable, and there are still no words or way to comprehend this. And at times it still feels so surreal. To go from seeing your face nearly every morning and talking to you daily for 4 years, to waking up each day wondering what went so wrong and hoping and begging to have you back home. Every second I have wished that you were not taken away from this earth so tragically and that you were still here. Time is so precious. Now I can only wish we had more time together. And although we didn't get to do everything we planned or wanted together, we still achieved so much in our 4-year relationship that I know we are both very proud of. We are two very different people, but in many ways we are the same. You always said it didn't matter what happened because at the end of the day, we knew that our love for each other was deep and only a love that you and I could try to understand. I miss everything about you so much. I even miss your need for nightly supermarket runs and you telling me how to precisely cut cucumber and instructing me to do nothing else other than to stir the cooking. You said this was in case I burnt or cut myself, but I'm pretty sure it was mainly in case I stuffed up your dinner creation. You were quite the chef. I will forever want another hug, kiss, conversation, Sunday breakfast, cheese platter, game night, or your definition of a quick game of Yahtzee or darts, a shared game of Crash Bandicoot, Call of Duty, or any other PlayStation game you wanted to beat me on, a movie night, weekend drive or adventure away, a walk along the beach with our fur babies, or simply more times of us being our weird selves together. You were so proud of our trip to Thailand, and I know how much this pushed you out of your comfort zone. But as always, you were determined to make the most of anything and everything life presented to you. Thank you for trusting me enough to experience this with me and developing a shared love for overseas travel. This will be one of my favourite memories shared with you, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. I knew that you could achieve anything you set your mind to. Your determination and ability to be so hardworking, loving, caring, funny, silly, and wild all at once continually amazed me. Thomas, you taught me so much and left me with so many special memories for just you and I to treasure forever. I am honoured to have seen, experienced, and lived with all the sides of you and got to know so much about the true you. I could say so much more about our time together, but just know that I will cherish every part of you forever and ever and beyond. I wish I could have done everything on earth with and for you. I thank you for choosing me to be your girlfriend, best friend, and your person. I will love you forever and ever and will miss you with every beat of my heart. I will take some comfort knowing that you will continue to always be by my side, to give me strength, to guide and to protect me. I will always be grateful for our relationship and getting to love you. Now I long for the moment where we can reunite on the other side of the moon. But the beautiful thing about love is that I will always carry you in my heart and I can take you with me and do all the things that you or we dreamt of in honour of you. Thomas, you are too special for this earth. Be free, my amazing angel. You are forever loved and missed tremendously by your little family, Clara Jane, CJ, Rufus and Shire. From CJ's parents. On the 18th of October, we got the worst news that Thomas didn't come back home from his boat trip. We all prayed that he would return to us, but this path wasn't to be. We will never understand that day, but we are so grateful for the time we have shared with you. Clara Jane, CJ, brought you into our lives and you accepted us the way we were, and we had some good times. The first time Thomas had a meal with us, he was nervous, as were we. Thomas was using the pepper cracker and somehow the lid came off and it broke open with heaps of peppercorns going all over his plate. Despite us all saying to dish up another plate, Thomas insisted to pick some pepper off and said, "Nah, I really like pepper," and continued to crunch his way through the meal. This became the running joke at family dinners for the next 4 years. It didn't take long for a mutual respect to be found and Thomas got more comfortable around our family. This was made clear when at least once a week he would walk through the door and ask Shirley, "What's for tea tonight?" On a regular basis, Thomas would sit out in the shed with Gary and they would drink beer together and watch the footy, or simply enjoy a Bogues can with other family members. Thomas soon became the beer ping pong champion, a title he will hold forever. We are so proud to have welcomed Thomas to be part of our family and so proud to have known an incredible, hard-working man who had a good heart and enjoyed life. We know that you would continue to be so proud of CJ. Thank you for loving our CJ and becoming a part of our family. Continue to look over us all. Our love goes out to Thomas's immediate and extended family and friends. We all love you dearly, Thomas, and you will continue to be a treasured part of our family. Love always, the Duggan family. From Thomas's good mate, Pez. Where are you, Pez? Hello, Pez. My right-hand man, my best mate, my brother. I think we first met playing for the West Coast Eagles under-12s mini-league team. Just two bullfed kids kicking a ball around. Who would have guessed we would become best mates in the years to come? First year of high school, we were in the same class. You were always running amok and being the class clown. We both loved sport and were both very competitive no matter what we played. From the younger years of football, basketball and cricket to the later years of anything we could play while having a beer, 8-ball, darts and even table tennis in the garage at CJ's house. You were always the first person to put your hand up when I needed help with something, whether it be moving all our stuff to our new house, moving the 8-ball table, or even helping clean Nan's backyard years ago, which she still remembers to this day. As long as there was a beer as payment, it would be done. We lost contact when you decided to move away to try and travel Australia, only making it to Melbourne, if I remember correctly. But nothing ever got you down. I remember a few years later you talked about backpacking around Australia again and wanting to live off the land while you were on your travels. This included catching and eating crocodile. I mean, if anybody could do it, I'd put my money on you. We did some fun shit, some silly shit, and some really dumb shit in our lives. It's just lucky that you have a way with words and could talk us out of most sticky situations we got ourselves into. I'm glad I got to do it all with you, my brother. I've got some stories I could tell, but I really don't think they need to be shared, and I reckon you'd be glad I'm keeping them to myself. But what can I say? But what I can say is that I reckon my mum and dad were probably about over us running amok and drinking in Dad's shed till all hours of the morning. But to Mum, you will always be her other son, as she would call you Tommy boy. I reckon Dad had a bit of a soft spot for you too. We went to school together, we played footy together, we rode dirt bikes together, we drank plenty of Boag's Draft together, the best beer there is. It was always Pez and Courto, or Courto and Pez. But now you've gone your own way and left me with everlasting memories of our time together. But Pez on its own just doesn't sound the same. I will never forget the impact you had on my life. You were always positive with things going on. You never put me down or doubted me. Your positive mindset to life, I think, was your best attribute, and you never let anything get you down. I love you, mate. You'll forever be my best friend. You were the first mate that took time to visit when my daughter was born. As I show her photos of you on the wall, I tell her, that's your Uncle Courto. And she smiles like she remembers the first time she saw that big head and big beard. Also, I'll just apologise once more time for accidentally pulling the plait out of your beard when we were on a wrestle at the Somerset pub. You were always keen for a good wrestle when we'd had a few too many beers in us. Rest easy up there, big fella. I'll see you again one day for a Boag's can and to watch the Bombers beat the Hawks. Gone, but never forgotten. Love from your good mate, Pez. And the final one this afternoon from his Caprona teammate, Aaron. Courto, where do I start? You were one of a kind. You are one of the rarest blokes I have ever met. You're funny, kind, not sure how, but you were smart as well. You had a heart of gold, but at the same time you were wild, tough and fearless. Courto would never back down from a challenge or a fight. He would always tackle everything head on, even if the odds weren't in his favour. I could keep going on, but we would be here for hours and hours. But one thing I would like to mention is your time at the Courto Football Club. I asked you to come along for a kick, and your response was, "How much are they paying me?" And I only wear number 23. Classic Courto. I finally got you along to a training run, and you never looked back. Rarely missed a training, and after that, you became the coach's pet in about 30 seconds. You wore the doggies Guernsey with pride, and you weren't afraid to express it either. You were a tough, courageous, skillful pest that made fullback home. You made the boys walk a lot taller with you by their side. You brought so much light, joy and fun to the kennel. When you walked into the room, you just put smiles on everyone's faces. No one was ever sure what your next joke or prank would be. Courto would say, "I'm not drinking tonight," but 15 bogues, 30 games of 8-ball and a couple of wrestles later, it would be time to call it a night. I wish you were still here with us today, as does everyone. You are dearly missed, loved and cherished by us all. Till we meet again, rest easy, big fella. Forever, number 23. Such heartfelt tributes for an amazing human being. A second set of photos have been selected from the family albums. This time the accompanying song is Society by Eddie Vedder.
It's a mystery to me. We have agreed with which we have agreed. And you think you have to want more than you need. Until you have it all, you won't be free. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. When you want more than you have, you think you need. And when you think more than you want, your thoughts begin to bleed. I think I need to find a bigger place. 'Cause when you have more than you think, you need more space. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me. There's those thinking more or less is more. But if less is more, how you keeping score? It means for every point you make, your level drops. kinda like you're starting from the top, and you can't do that. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, have mercy on me. I hope you're not angry if I disagree. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me.
Such warmth and love coming from all of those photos. In times of darkness, love sees. In times of in times of darkness, love sees. In times of silence, love hears. In times of doubt, love hopes. And in times of sorrow, love heals. And in all times, love remembers. May time soften the pain until all that remains is the warmth of the memories and the love. We have heard Thomas's life in words. We have seen his life in photographs. You have your own memories in your hearts and minds. I invite you all to close your eyes and think of the relationship you had with Thomas, the memories you made with him that you will cherish forever while we have a short time of reflection.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? All your days filled with love and light. Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left.
I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Since you arrived.
Yes, thank you. Another tribute. Hello, I would like to start by saying thanks to everyone for coming, and thank you all for the love and support that has been given to Courto's family, his friends and his loved ones in what has been a very long and painful period from the 18th of October 2021 to now and for the future. It's hard to know what to say in times like this. For me, the loss of Thomas Courto, one of my best mates, a man I have grown up with, a mate that stood up with me during my wedding day. We have lived together, worked together, grown up together, partied and gotten up to plenty of no good together. This loss has been hard to accept and comprehend. Your death has made me think long and hard about our friendship, and I will always and forever cherish the many memories we made. From one of the earliest, when we got busted smoking in a cubby house we built in Brett's shed at some young age, to one of the last, the night before you went missing. We caught up for a beer at the pub and in the shed like we would do when we knew it had been too long since the last time. Courto was probably the toughest son of a bitch I will ever know. He had on display a few of many traits every day of every moment. His strength, willpower, confidence, traits on more than one occasion he has helped me with over the years. He is a man I would trust my family's protection with if ever such a time of need, because his heart was massive and true for those he loved. You may not be there now, but my son will grow up knowing who you are and what you meant to me. Your death has come far too early, as we still had too much to do together and so much life left to live. So much more could be said, but I will finish with saying, my mate, my brother, you are and always will be missed and thought of every day. When we do see each other again, we will have a beer in hand, and it will be like no time has passed at all, like it always has been. Thank you. As we heard Thomas, here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There is an emptiness. We hope you're dancing in the sky. We hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And we hope the angels know what they have. The world definitely is a sadder place without you in it. You can shed tears that he is gone, or you can smile because he has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that he'll come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that he has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see him, or you can be full of the love you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and love yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember him and only that he's gone, or you can cherish his memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty, and turn your back. Or you could do what he'd want. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. We are glad that Thomas lived with us and for us. We cherish his memory, his words, and his deeds. We recall the influence that he had upon us, and we will be forever grateful for a life that has been lived to its fullest measure. We know that he loved us all. May tender memories soften your grief. May fond recollections bring you all relief. And may you find comfort and solace when thinking of Thomas. Thank you all once again for being here with the family this afternoon. It's now time to head to the top pub and raise a glass to Thomas. Would you all please stand?
bird.